Hello, hello. Welcome to the Natural Girls Club Daily Live, where self love is the best love, and we are becoming the best versions of ourselves, the women that we desire to be together. And I am Tashianne the Divine. I'm gonna wait for maybe at least one person, maybe. But in the meantime, I'm just gonna start talking about my day. My day was a lot. I'm really proud of myself and happy that I'm even here right now because I wasn't going to. I did not feel like coming live, so I am happy that I'm here. And that's going to be a whole discussion because it ties into what we're going to talk about today. The title says No Lazy Girls Allowed, and that's because being a natural girl involves you being consistent and really showing up for yourself. But before I get into that, I'm just going to talk about what was going on throughout my day that caused me to even further want to talk about this, because I already had this planned. But today I was not having a good day. I was feeling just like really out of it. I just was feeling very overwhelmed with life, overwhelmed with decisions, overwhelmed with what I feel like I have to do, overwhelmed with just things that are going on in my life. And it kind of hit a boiling point today. And, I realized a few things today. One of them being consistent with my routines, my beauty routines, my self-care routines, my wellness routines, and also being consistent with my routines that involve me showing up in my purpose, making money, etc. Being consistent with those routines is essential, and it is what is going to help me get myself into a better situation. Also, being consistent is the progress is gradual. It's not like it's just going to be here all of a sudden one day. It's going to take some time, and as you do it, the results just kind of compound. And I was just reminded of that today, and it made me want to speak about being consistent and why it's important to be consistent as a natural girl even more. But today I had a day. I had a day. I had a day. I think I mostly realized that in certain phases of your life, there's only so much that you can ask from yourself because of what might be going on with you internally, what might be going on with you in your environment, what you need to do in real life, like your responsibilities, etc. All that kind of weighs on you in a sense, or takes from you. And I've been trying to give and pour and produce when I've been being taken from or depleted in other areas of my life. And I don't want to sound too dramatic, but that's the truth. These different things that I've been going through has been weighing on me mentally, emotionally. It's taking energy to navigate. And now I have to come to the realization that, yes, I want to do all these things, but right now might not be the time for that because I am using a lot of mental energy, emotional energy to navigate what it is that I'm going through currently. So I'm switching up my life a bit. Today made me realize that my attention, I have to be more wise and careful about where I'm putting my attention, and also where I'm putting my energy, choosing wisely where I'm putting my energy, and also reassuring myself that just because I can't do something right now doesn't mean that I won't get to it eventually, but right now is not the time. Right now, I need to pour into myself, replenish myself so that when I am ready to pour into other things and build other things, create other things, I can, and I won't feel so depleted. So that's what I've been processing today and maneuvering through today. So today was a lot. Today was a lot. But all in all, I am grateful for my experiences because everything that I experience is a learning lesson for me. And if you are watching this on the replay, let me know what you are grateful for. Even let me know how your day was. But I'm grateful for all these experiences because I always learn something. Let me not say every day I'm learning something, but for the most part, I'm consistently putting the puzzle pieces of my life together by my different experiences, whether they are difficult or joyous experiences or just neutral experiences. I'm always learning something. So I'm grateful for that. But today was a lot, guys. And at first I was like, I didn't know if I had the energetic bandwidth to actually do this live daily session on the Natural Girls Club, but I started to think about it and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do it because this is something that I really want to do, and I can definitely give some of my energy to this and not give some of my energy to other areas. So I'm here. But today, like I said, we're going to talk about why it is important to be consistent and why you need consistency and why you have to build that consistency muscle in order to be a natural girl. If you a lazy girl, you can't get in, okay? You can't get in. But I think that let's just talk about appearance-wise. Using wigs, makeup, getting your body done, those are all quick fixes. Those are all instant gratification to your problems, to you not feeling good about yourself, to you not looking as beautiful as you would like, to you wanting to just look different. Those are quick fixes. When you are a natural girl, it takes more work. It takes discipline to actually look beautiful. When you don't eat well, it's going to show on your body. It's going to show on your skin. Like, I have not been consistent with, okay? Yeah. I'm not even going to lie to you. When you are not eating well, it's going to show on you. Like, it takes consistency in order to be a natural girl, in order to thrive as a natural girl, thriving in your authentic natural beauty, whether that is with your natural hair. Hold on, dang. Whether that is with your natural hair, your natural body, your skin. Like, it takes consistency. Like I showed you, I have not been consistent with how I've been eating. I've been consuming more alcohol last week. I talked about this yesterday, but last week was a bit low vibrational for me. I was drinking more alcohol, eating more foods that I shouldn't have been eating. I was smoking. So it's showing on my skin. So being a natural girl, you have to be real consistent because you can't hide that. You can't hide when you've been eating too much, when you haven't been going to the gym. You can't hide when you haven't been giving yourself the proper nutrients. Your hair is going to show it. Like recently, I was going through my hair and detangling my hair, and my hair felt strange. And I'm like, you know what? I should go to the doctor and get my levels checked, get my blood work done, because my hair doesn't feel like how it normally feels. So when you're not pouring into yourself, when you're not taking care of yourself, that's going to show on you. But when you are using quick fixes like makeup or hair or surgery, you can just quickly go change whatever it is that you want to change. I'm seeing people get their face balanced and done lip filler, they're getting what else? There's so many things that women are getting these days, and you don't have to pay attention to yourself when you're getting these different quick fixes. Like, there's no real accountability. But as a natural girl, the accountability is going to be clear as day. Like, some people, some women have their hair falling out in clumps because they're not eating properly, because they're stressed out, because they're not sleeping properly, because they're not drinking enough water. Some women have cystic acne because they're not taking care of themselves properly. Taking care of yourself as a natural girl, to me, is more commendable than just going out and getting your body done, just going out and getting a wig, anyway, because that doesn't take any work, that doesn't take any discipline, that doesn't take anything for you to just go cover yourself with something. But as a natural girl, are you taking your vitamins? Are you getting adequate amounts of sleep? Are you pouring into yourself properly? Are you saying no to these men or women that are unhealthy for you? Are you saying no to these toxic relationships? Because all of this is going to show on you physically. And also, when you are a natural girl, consistency also looks like strategy. It might seem strange to think about pouring into yourself in the same way you might think about approaching a business, but it is pretty similar. If you don't have a strategy behind what you're doing to pour into yourself, most likely you're not going to do it. Like, for example, me, I've gotten a strategy to help me drink more water. I've gotten a strategy to help me go to sleep earlier. I've gotten a strategy to help me do the different things for my nervous system that just help me be more peaceful, more stress-free in the morning time, and also throughout the day. I have a nighttime routine. I have a self-care routine that I intentionally put different things into so that I can target the different areas of my to help me be the most beautiful version of myself, like my face massage, my face yoga, my dry brushing, my skincare, my body care. I have a whole shaving ritual, and I have a schedule for when I do those things. So being consistent takes strategy, even if you're just using it for your beauty or pouring into yourself. And a lot of people don't want to do that. A lot of people want to just take the lazy way out. A lot of people just, you'd be surprised how many women, I've seen it, have a beat face, got a nice wig, but don't lotion. Don't put no body cream on. A shower take like 10 seconds. I've seen it. No shade, but you gotta treat yourself better than that. No, but doing these different things are not only just like secondary. As a woman, these are things that pouring into yourself, giving to yourself, are things that you need to sustain yourself. Like, a man is different. They could just do what they do, go to work, yada, yada, yada. Women, they need pleasure in their lives. We need pleasure in our lives. We need to nurture ourselves like a plant. We need to give to ourselves, and we need to allow ourselves to thrive emotionally, spiritually, mentally, physically, and all that in combination. We are so susceptible to strain from outside, whether it be emotionally or mentally. So we have to make sure that we're giving that to ourselves, and also making sure that we're protecting ourselves. And one of the ways that we do that is through consistency, having a course of action of how we're going to pour into ourselves, having a course of action of the different practices that we can implement into our lives that help us protect ourselves mentally and emotionally. For example, I did not know that your nervous system played a huge role in how you maneuvered in life. Sometimes how we sometimes how we move, the decisions we make, how we how anxious we are in life are because of how we were in the past as children, our relationships to our parents, how we were treated, and our nervous system adapted to that. So now, as adults, how we act in life is because of our nervous system. So we have to have these practices in our lives that help us heal our nervous system, reprogram our nervous system, also reprogram our minds. As women, it is important to use these strategies that are normally for work and for business to help us pour into ourselves and help us give pleasure to ourselves and help us heal ourselves. Oh, thank you. I'm so glad that you enjoy them. Thank you so much, Jayla. That really helped me want to keep going. I love that. Thank you. Um, But yeah, approaching how you take care of yourself with strategy is important. If you don't have it written down, if you don't have a calendar, if you don't have a system to do these things, even if it's just drinking water, even if it's just going to bed, even if it's just washing your face, I had to give myself a system to wash my face in the morning. Okay? But sometimes, I have friends who've been depressed. I have friends who've just had low self-worth, low self-esteem, low confidence. And yes, that takes mental work, which you have to also create systems for. Like, when are you going to journal? Are you going to journal at nighttime? Are you going to journal right after you shower? Having a strategic plan to help you actually do these things is what's going to help you build your natural beauty. Um, but I've had friends who have been depressed and they did not want to clean their room. They didn't even want to take a shower. They didn't even want to wash their face or do their hair. And the main way that you actually get through that is by doing it. And one of the ways that you can do it is by creating systems, creating plans, creating strategies to help you just do it without thinking about it. For example, one of my systems for my life is my head massage. So I'm working on growing out my edges. I'm doing something, Tyree. I'm working on growing out my edges, and every morning I wake up and massage my edges, and I do it every night. And that is my system to help me achieve my goal of growing out my edges. One other thing I do in the morning is spray my hair with water and oil my hair, and then do some kind of style to my hair. That does two things. That helps me feel good about myself throughout the day as I'm doing my workout and all these different things, because I've noticed that when I look good, I feel good. And I don't want that to just be like, I want that to also be when I'm working out, when I just wake up. Like, I love looking good when I just wake up. So I prioritize pouring into myself when I wake up. And also, oiling my hair and spraying my hair with water just makes sure that I'm keeping up with my hair care routine. So I've realized that in order for you to be consistent with what it takes to pour into yourself, you have to create easy plans and easy ways for you to remember to actually do it. And if you don't want to do it, if you always want to take the easy way out, I have bad news for you. That's going to catch up to you at some point, whether you're going to start going bald, whether you're going to start sagging in your face, because lots of makeup actually causes aging faster. That body isn't going to be body yaddy in. But all of that is going to catch up to you. And you can't be lazy if you want beautiful results authentically, beautiful results that last. Like, this takes time, this takes energy. this takes consistency. You have to do it on the days that when you don't want to. And you just have to be consistent. You just have to show up for yourself. So like I said, one way that you can do that is by utilizing a strategy.
Yes.
What do you want, Mom?
Yes, Clarence.
Um,
Okay.
so one thing I did want to talk about though is I've noticed like a lot of women taking the easy way out, and I feel like there is what? Oh, I noticed there's a lot of women taking the easy way out, and I feel like there is a distinction between actually working really hard for it and taking the easy way out. And I say that because it is a noticeable difference in results. For example, I saw this Instagram post where this girl was talking about how her boyfriend is okay with two separate versions of her. Her boyfriend is okay with the version of her with no makeup, she had no wig on, no nothing. And I'm not saying she wasn't attractive, but she looked very different from the other version of her. And she wasn't as attractive because I can tell she didn't see herself as attractive. Like her demeanor was different. She just didn't look as vibrant. She didn't look that good. But I'm not saying she's not attractive. It's just her whole energy and how she carried herself was totally different from when she actually had makeup on. She looked very beautiful with the wig and a whole bunch of makeup. She looked totally different. And even how she acted with the camera and even with her boyfriend was totally different. When she had the makeup on, the wig, she smiled at her boyfriend, she kissed her boyfriend. When she didn't have the makeup on, no wig, she was looking how she was looking. She didn't even look at the boyfriend. The boyfriend didn't really look at her. She was just like, she didn't even show her face for real, for real. So when you take the easy way out, and when you work for it, the results are totally different, and how you feel about yourself is totally different. How you maneuver is totally different. So I feel like in order to really feel the fruits of life, whether it be love, success, and truly feeling beautiful, you actually have to work for it. You actually have to work for it, because when you take the easy way out, it's not going to hit the same. It's not going to hit the same. And I'm interested to hear what you guys think about that. Like, are you okay with your significant other looking totally different when they put something additional on? Like, say you met them with the addition and then you see them without the addition and they look totally different. How would you feel about that? How does that make you feel? Would you continue to date them? For me, I'm trying to think, what addition can a man have that is so bad? I know that some men put on these like wigs now, like they're like lace fronts type things. And if my man had a lace front on when I first if my man had a lace front on when I first met him, and then another time after we've gotten, closer, and then I realized that was a lace front, I would be like, but why though? Like, if you bald, you bald. Like, it is what it is. But if you're gonna continue to wear the lace front, I don't want to be a part of it. No, that's not for me. And I feel the same about women. If you look totally different when you don't have makeup on, I don't know how men feel. Like, I don't date women, but for me, if I did, that would be a no for me. I don't like that. No. But let me know how you feel about that in the comments. I feel like working for it is way better. Putting in the effort, putting in the time, actually strategizing, actually learning by subscribing to YouTube channels like the Natural Girls Club. joining communities like the Natural Girls Club, link is in the description. Actually learning about how to make yourself more beautiful, how to take care of your hair, how to take care of your skin, how to take care of yourself from the inside out. Learning how to do all that and actually implementing it is way better than just jumping to just putting makeup on and putting a wig on. It's not substantial and it's not sustaining because all that is going to catch up to you, like I said. But yeah. And also, this is somewhat related. This is pretty much related, but this is more of like what I'm going through in my life, how consistency is affecting my life at the time, at this moment. I'm being consistent with my wellness practices and my self-care practices because I have to. I don't really have the room to slack on my wellness practices for my mental health, my emotional health. I'm actually indulging in that more than I would normally because of life. And I'm also being consistent with my self-care practices. My self-care practices are pretty minimal right now. I'm still building them, but for the most part, I'm just doing what is necessary. But I'm also being consistent with my business practices, like showing up for myself. And that's important too. I know that a lot of women don't like to work, and every woman's different, right? But you have to build something for yourself so that you don't have to rely on anyone. And all of this takes money. Self-care practices, eating good food, having a comfortable space, wearing beautiful clothing, all of this takes money, and you want to make money in a way that is in alignment with you. That's what natural girls do. They make money in ways that are in alignment with their natural gifts, their natural talents. I can help you figure out how to do that for you, link in the description. But we make money through our gifts and our talents, and that takes consistency, that takes strategy, that takes structure as well. And for me, that is what I'm working on in my life. Just doing the thing even though I don't feel like it, while also taking into account how I'm feeling, while also taking into account my capacity. Just using each day as data to help me know how to maneuver the next day, to help me know what I need to change, but consistently showing up for myself. Not only am I showing up for myself to help me make money, but I'm also showing up for myself for my purpose, creating what I'm here to create, using my gifts and my talents. So that is also something that we should take seriously and be strategic and really work on implementing in our lives, because that is important. Not only does that generate money for us to use for our wellness, but it also is a way for us to pour into the world, to pour into the people around us, to pour into the community, to share what it is that we are supposed to be sharing here. So being consistent as a natural girl is essential. Everything needs strategy, everything needs structure, everything needs systems. So if you need to drink more water, figure out how to do that within your day. Create something that's easy and simple for you to remember. If you have a self-care routine that you only do sometimes, give yourself a non-negotiable. Like every day after work, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna shower, I'm gonna do my gua sha, I'm gonna do my lymphatic drainage, I'm gonna work out right before I go to work. Every day before I go to bed, I'm going to read a chapter of a book. Whatever your wellness practices and your self-care practices are for you, you utilize strategy and systems to help you actually stay consistent with them, because you're gonna get more beautiful, you're gonna get smarter, you're gonna get wealthier. Your body is gonna be beautiful. Your skin is going to be beautiful. Your hair is going to be beautiful. And that is all worth it. It takes time. It takes energy. It takes effort. But it is not surface level like wigs and makeup that will be damaging in the long run. So that is all I really have to say about consistency today. And I'm really proud of myself for actually showing up because, whew, I did not want to. Not at all. But I'm here, and if you are here with me, thank you. Make sure you guys like this live. And the question of the day, I have a questions game coming out. I'll let you guys know when it's out. But these questions aim to help you know each other better, you and the person that's playing. Help you really get to know each other, really get to establish like a deep understanding of each other. So today's question is, what is your confidence level from a 1 to 10? Honestly, what is your confidence level? And answer in the comments if you're watching this on the replay. My confidence level, if I were to answer honestly, I think it is like a 7.5 or an 8. A 7.5 is me being really, really brutally honest, and an 8 is me being like honest, but giving myself a little room. And the reason why I say 8, because I love myself. I really truly believe that I have allowed myself to blossom into a beautiful version of myself, and I'm challenging myself to become even more beautiful, like really being consistent with how I'm eating, going to sleep on time, what I'm drinking, working out. I worked out today and I really did not want to. And meditating and really allowing myself to not be stressed out, not have too much negativity going on within me. So using all that and indulging in all my healthy habits to help me become even more beautiful. But I really feel beautiful right now, and my hair looks beautiful, my skin is beautiful, I feel great, I feel healthy, my body looks great. I think that the reason why I'm at an 8, 7.5 still is because I just became this person not too long ago. So I still kind of maneuver as my insecure self sometimes. I still think like my insecure self. I still see myself through the lens of my insecure self sometimes. And I'm not fully acclimated with this new version of me just yet. So I think I definitely have some growing to do in that realm. But for the most part, I feel really good about myself. And another reason why I say that I am more at like an 8 or a 7.5 is because I don't necessarily fully get a chance to really... No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that because that's not really true. But yeah, I think I'm more of like a 7.5, 8, just because I haven't fully acclimated to that. And for the most part, when I look at myself, I feel pretty, I feel beautiful. And I think that my features are unique. I don't necessarily think that I am the standard of beauty, but I am a standard of beauty in a sense, but I don't necessarily think that I am the standard of beauty Eurocentrically. So, but I do think that I have like features that are harmonious. I know that some people say that, you know, their features are not harmonious, or they don't have beautiful features or whatever. But I honestly think everyone's beautiful if they believe that they are. If you believe that you're beautiful, then you are beautiful and you will present as beautiful. I just feel like if you think that you're not beautiful, it's going to show on you. It's more of how you think about yourself. That's just me. Because if you think that you're beautiful, you're most likely going to take action towards... You're going to take on actions and habits that help make you more beautiful. But that's a whole nother discussion for another day. But yeah, that was the question for today. And again, if you would like to join the Natural Girls Club, the link is in the description. And if you are not already subscribed, make sure that you subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow. All right, I am out. Bye.